Big news coming in. 5 members of parliament have given notice of breach to privilege notice to Rajya Sabha Chairperson because their names were mentioned without permission yesterday during the Delhi Services Bill. Quoting sources, there are signatures of about 5 members of parliament on Raghav Chadha's proposal, allegedly, to send the NCD Delhi Amendment Bill to the Select Committee. But in turn, those signatures were found to be fake because those members themselves stood up to say why were their names added. That on the complaint of these 5 members of the parliament, Chairperson may recommend registering an FIR as well. This is big news, remember, because yesterday 5 members from different states, different parties stood up to say their names have been strangely mentioned as supporting the Delhi Services Amendment Bill, which is supporting the Aam Aadmi Party, but they had never expressed any of this support in this case. Rahul Gautam joining for the latest on that. Rahul, yes, Aam Aadmi Party may not have had the number. They still managed to get about 102 eventually. But the 5 MPs who stood up to speak and have said their signatures are fraud, it's hugely embarrassing.
Absolutely, Pooja. And this is what BJP is now saying, that this is unprecedented practice or a thing that happened
Yes.
yesterday inside the parliament, wherein 5 members of parliament that also from various different parties who have alleged now that their signatures were forged, and in fact their names were read on a resolution on a proposal that they never signed, that the Delhi Services Bill should be sent to Select Committee. Now Thambi Durai, Sasmit Matra, Narhari Amin, all these 3 and apart, there are in total 5 MPs who have said that that their signs were forged, and in fact they have already moved a motion of privileges against Aam Aadmi Party Raghav Chadha. You can expect this is going to be another flashpoint, and obviously this comes as a huge embarrassment for Aam Aadmi Party. If the charges that are being levelled against Aam Aadmi Party are going to be found true. As far as the Aam Aadmi Party is concerned, they are maintaining that they have nothing to do with it, and in fact you can expect that this issue will certainly be echoing at least in the upper house wherein this incident is supposed to have happened. And in fact now the ball is in the court of Chairperson, who is going to take the final call on the complaint that has been made by these members of parliament.
All right, Rahul, please keep tracking the latest. So what happened yesterday may find repercussions or perhaps an echo in the Lok Sabha today as well. And this clearly was, remember, easily passed by the NDA. They had 131 votes, and yet it was those 5 members with regard to opposition that proved to be trouble for Raghav Chadha. So there was this complete commotion that ensued in the Rajya Sabha after Aam Aadmi Party Member of Parliament Raghav Chadha was accused of naming some fellow members as part of a proposed Select Committee to scrutinize the Delhi Bill without their consent. Now, the Select Committee was proposed by Raghav Chadha in the upper house to examine the Delhi Services Bill. After the Deputy Chairperson read out the names to be included in the proposed Select Committee, Home Minister Amit Shah informed that 6 members complained that their names were included without their signatures in the proposal, that they were never asked if they would want to be a part of the Select Committee. These include Sudhanshu Trivedi of the BJP, Thambi Durai, Narhari Amin, Sasmit Patra, B. Konyak and YSR Niranjan Reddy. Home Minister Amit Shah demanded that this issue needs to be investigated now. He termed it a breach of privilege of the House and said that matter should be referred to the Privileges Committee. Now, Amit Shah also attacked the Aam Aadmi Party specifically, alleging that the party is allegedly committing a fraud in the parliamentary proceedings. So the Deputy Chairperson has said that the complaints of the MPs will be investigated further.
I will respond. My dear friend, no signature is needed. मुझे जब नोटिस आएगा मैं उसका खुल के जवाब दूंगा. थर्ड राउंड ऑफ जुडिशियल स्क्रूटनी बना है, इसकी संवैधानिक पीठ जो है, ये भी मेरा विश्वास है कि अरविंद केजरीवाल के और लोकतंत्र के हक में फैसला देगी.
मान्यवर, ये 5 सदस्यों का नाम आसन की ओर से उद्घोषित किया जाए या उनको बोलने की मंजूरी दी जाए और इसका रिकॉर्ड बनाकर, ये प्रिविलेज का मामला है मान्यवर, इसको प्रिविलेज कमेटी में भेजा जाए. हम तो यहाँ चर्चा कर रहे थे, फर्जीवाड़ा दिल्ली सरकार में चल रहा है, ये सदन की कार्यवाही में फर्जीवाड़ा है.
I think the Honourable Home Minister clarified that we had not done anything which had not been done earlier, number one, and this is not for us to usurp the power. This is something more serious. We have merely given shape to something, because between 1991, when that clause was inserted, And 2015, there was never a problem. The problem arose when the Aam Aadmi Party came in here, and they're indulging in such practice.
But the digits are 3 digits. They've crossed the 3-digit mark. They are
No,
saying
hold
they are
on.
united. The
Hold on.
Indian
They are announced, as they said, somebody said it's what is called a limited marriage. और मुद्दा मैरिज क्या कहते हैं उसको, और किसी ने बोला अपॉर्चुनिस्टिक अलायंस है। उस आज शाम को ढेर सारी गालियां बड़ी शुरू हो जाएगी।
हमारा भी काम है हमारी साइड को पेश करना, दोनों बाजू से अपनी अपनी साइड रख ली है, एंड इट वाजंट दैट हम जीतने वाले थे, लेकिन 102 इज अ डिसेंट नंबर। इंडिया की स्ट्रेंथ उसमें दिखाई।